ACE is the Association of Clinical Embryologists. We're a professional body based in the UK who represent the interests of clinical embryologists working both in the UK and overseas. ACE was established back in 1992, so this year we're celebrating our 21st birthday. I think ACE's primary objective is to provide a valuable set of resources to its members. I think any professional organisation representing a group of people would strive to do that. We underpin that with a series of resources through our website, such as the CPD system, such as the journal-based learning system, various add-ons that people can use through our website. ACE, since its inception in 1992, has had 4 websites now. The first website was one that we did ourselves, which in all honesty was a good effort from a group of people that didn't really know much about the internet. What we decided when we had our first website professionally done was that there was a need to try and raise our profile and try and improve our presence on the internet. So we took the decision to look to have a professional website done for us back in 2002. I think we really wanted to raise our game, try to get more traffic into this site, and not just members of the association, but also open it out to other professionals and also to the public a little bit more as well. And we felt that we needed that, support and expertise from a professional company to deliver that for us. Obviously, as a professional organisation, we are solely funded by contributions from our members, for membership, and also we are funded from events that we run. So we don't have a lot of money, we don't have a lot of resources. So cost was a big factor, but we did identify that to have a very professional looking web presence that was underpinned with some very useful functionality that would save us both time and money in the long run, that we did need to invest. So although I'd say yes, we were very keen to get the best value for money, we were aware that we would need to invest a significant amount to get what we needed to take the association forward. I think the biggest draw for us really was trying to put everything together in one place. As I said, we had a website and we had a membership database that couldn't communicate and wouldn't communicate, and it was taking us a lot of time to do things. What we wanted to do by integrating the whole thing together was not only save ourselves time, but also make it a more member-friendly experience. And that's what an MRM system offers to your members. It gives them that chance to get in and actually interact with their own data, be able to make changes rather than being reliant on a central person to do that for them. When we first went into it, we didn't really have much of an understanding of what an MRM system actually was. All we thought is we'll have a database that will link with a website. And it was very soon after we actually had that all in place that we started to realise the extended benefits of a system like that. I think we agreed the milestones between us. One advantage of working with a company who have experience in delivering projects like this is they will set you realistic milestones. I might have gone in and thought, oh, this can be done in 2 weeks. Of course, that would be silly, that would be unrealistic. So what Premier have done is they've actually worked with us to say, look, this is a realistic timescale. And what that allowed us to do was put things in place in plenty of time to make sure that we could deliver for the deadline of our conference, which was very important to us. That was all managed by Premier. In honesty, what we did is we carried on with the old site. The new site was developing in the background on their development server. And we spent time playing with it, trying to break it basically, make sure that any bugs and things like that were ruled out before the site went live. And then on transition day, it just changed from the old site straight onto the new site. The site was down for around about 2 hours, and when it came back, it had its new boots on. Well, from an ACE point of view, we have, at the time that we did the redesign, I was the webmaster of the association, so I played the lead role along with our assistant webmaster. We got some advice from our PR officer and also from the executive committee of ACE itself, who obviously have to approve the final design and take it forward. The design team at Premier IT offered us some schematics and what we wanted was a feel that was more contemporary, more more in fitting with the association, because our old website was 4 years old, and of course it was due for an upgrade. So Premier sent us through some designs based on our intentions, and what we asked for was something that was quite simple with a nice colour wash, but was very easy for people to navigate around to find where they were looking for. So we wanted a front page that was quite pictorial, had some, you know, some imagery that was moving, and some clean areas of text so that people could enter there to get more information if they wanted that. The initial design was very good. We had the opportunity to feedback on that, and we offered some suggestions of how we felt it could be improved. And then the second version of design was what we took forward. So the design work itself was done by Premier IT. I think one additional feature that's really working well for us is the desktop. So what this allows members to do is to customise their own space within the website, so when they come back to the website, that welcome screen is always there for them. Not only can they see things such as their CPD, we can also post events there, and people can then subscribe for those events. It also allows members to keep up to date with news and current affairs. They can follow our Twitter stream, they can link their own Twitter streams to it. So it gives them that sort of multifunctional, you know, 21st century media-friendly, you know, environment in which to work. What we're also seeing is that we're getting more inquiries from the press since we started with our new website, because we've made an effort to make it more press-friendly as well. I can hand on heart say that I don't really think there is anything that I would do differently. I think that there are still things that we can improve, there are things that we'd like to do, and there are things that we're planning to do in the future. But I think where we are with the website that we have at the moment is pretty much on track with where we want it to be. One exciting development that we have in the pipeline is an app for CPD. What that will allow members to do is to work on CPD on a mobile device, on an iPad or an Android device, and that when they're actually offline, so that you can work on your CPD on the train, for example. And of course, when we're going to and from meetings, this is dead time that we want to use for something valuable. So we can work on our CPD. It will then upload to your CPD and update your CPD the next time that you get onto a network. That sort of functionality and that sort of forward-thinking approach to the way people want to work in the future, I think really sets the product, you know, above the others. I think, you know, by comparison, I'm not aware of any other software out there that will allow you to do CPD whilst you're mobile. So we're really looking forward to bringing that functionality in our membership. We're very excited about that. We've been down to Premier IT and had a training day in there just to refresh existing staff and also bring some new staff in for training. The turnaround at ACE can be quite quick. I've been the webmaster for the best part of the last 5, well, I think it's more than that, I think it's about 6 or 7 years. We've just got a new webmaster in to take that role on because I'm moving into a new role. So she needed to be trained, so we brought her down. And also members of staff from our secretariat have been trained to actually use and interact with the system, both with, you know, how things change on the front end, but more importantly, how things need to be managed on the back end, the MRM system. I think the first bit of advice I'd give them is if they've got a reasonable amount of money to invest, get somebody in to do it for you. Don't try and do it yourself. I think you'll run into a lot of problems. I think it's much better to get some expertise and speak to some companies, get some quotes. I think there's more to it than just the cost, though. I think, you know, you look at what you're getting in that package. You know, a website is a website. What we wanted was a system that would allow us to manage our association and would integrate with our ability to book meetings, our ability to conduct continual professional development, which is a requirement for embryologists. And also, one nice feature of our website is that we've got like a desktop that each member has their own desktop, their own identity within it. And I think it's little value-added features like that that will make your website stand out, or at least the functionality stand out. From a point of view of the design, again, I would say that I think you'd be wise to get some professional input into the design, because ultimately, you know, you want people to come onto your site and hold their attention, don't just look at it and move straight on to the next site. So I think the one key thing I would do is get some professional help, definitely. I think if you're a membership organisation looking for a website, that would certainly be the logical place to start. Our experience was by integrating the whole thing together, it saved us an incredible amount of time. By being able to take payments online, it saved us a huge amount in lost revenue from people who failed to renew via our old system. So in some respects, by having a more professional, more organised internet presence with more functionality, it's actually probably paid for itself, because we're running more efficiently, we're getting the money in that we would otherwise have been losing. So yes, definitely, to run a website that's underpinned by an MRM system, I'd say definitely speak to somebody who has the ability to do that for you. I think at the time when we first approached Premier IT, their product was, as far as I was concerned, was virtually unique in the marketplace. To be able to have a system that would deliver your website underpinned with a content management system, because bear in mind, we're not IT savvy people, we're embryologists. We're making changes to the website in an environment that we understand. So we're not at risk of damaging the website, and we can make changes and we can move things around very easily. But also the fact that it was underpinned by such a robust management system. And I've seen that management system develop from its original format through to now what is an extremely powerful tool. And I think putting that whole thing together as a unique package stood Premier IT out from the crowd, and I think still does in a lot of respects. There are other people that are providing similar systems, but to be able to fully integrate the whole thing together, to bring on CPD and then throw in mobile CPD, really shows Premier IT's commitment to the future and to bringing on new functionality for their clients. And that's a really exciting journey for us as well, because obviously we want to give our clients and our members the best possible experience we can from